your host Kashif Ali Bhutto, the student of BS English 2K20 University campus Larkana. Today's my topic is sociology on human rights, and today our lecture supervised by Sir Dr. Azhar Shah.
Viewers, let's start. Today my topic is Geneva Convention. The Geneva Convention comprised 4 treaties and 3 additional protocols that establish the standards of the international law for humanitarian treatment in war. The singular term Geneva Convention usually denotes the agreements of the 1949 negotiated in the aftermath of the Second World War, 1939 to 1945, which updated the terms of the two 1929 treaties and added two new conventions. The Geneva Convention exactly defined the basic rights of the wartime prisoners, civilians and military personnel, established protections for the wounded and the sick, and establishment protections for the civilian and around a war zone. The treaties of 1949 were ratified in whole or with reservation by 196 countries. Moreover, the Geneva Convention also defines the rights and protections afforded to non-combatants. The Geneva Conventions are about soldiers in war. They do not address warfare proper, the use of the weapons of war, which is the subject of the Hague Conventions, and the biochemical warfare Geneva Protocols. History. Progression of the Geneva Convention from 1964 to 1949. Red Cross poster from the First World War. The Swiss businessman Henri Dunant went to visit wounded soldiers after the Battle of the Solferino. In 1859, he was shocked by the lack of the facilities, personnel, and the medical aid available to the help these soldiers. As a result, he published his book, A Memory of the Solferino, in 1862. On the horrors of the war, his wartime experience inspired Dunant to propose a permanent relief agency for humanitarian aid in times of war. A government treaty recognized the neutrality of the agency and following it to provide aid in a war zone. The former proposal led to the establishment of the Red Cross in Geneva. The latter led to the 1864 Geneva Convention, the first codified international treaty that covered the sick and the wounded soldiers on the battlefield. On the 22 August 1864, the Swiss government invited the government of the European countries, as well the United States, Brazil, and Mexico, to attend an official diplomatic conference. 16 countries sent a total of the 26 delegates to Geneva. On 22 August 1864, the conference adopted the first Geneva Convention for the amelioration of the condition of the wounded in armies. In the field, representatives of 12 states and the kingdoms signed of the convention: Swiss Confederation, Grand Duchy Baden, Kingdom of Belgium, Kingdom of the Denmark, Kingdom of Spain, French Empire, Grand Duchy of the Hesse, Kingdom of Italy, Kingdom of the Netherlands, Kingdom of the Portugal and the Alvarez, and the Kingdom of the Prussia, Kingdom of the Württemberg. For both of the accomplishments, Henry Dunant became correspondent of the first Nobel Peace Prize in 1901. On 20 October 1868, the first unsuccessful attempt to expand the 1864 treaty was undertaken with the additional articles relating to the condition of the wounded in war. An attempt was initiated to clarify some rules of the 1864 convention and extend them to the maritime welfare. Conventions. In international law, the term conventions does not have its common meaning as an assembly of the people. Rather, it is used in diplomacy to mean an international agreement or treaty. The first Geneva Convention for the amelioration of the condition of the wounded and the sick and armed forces in the field, first adopted in 1864, revised 626, revised in 1906, and finally 1949. The second Geneva Convention for the amelioration of the condition of the wounded, sick, and shipwrecked members of the armed forces at sea, first adopted in 1949, successor of the Hague Convention, Act 1907. The third Geneva Convention relative to the treatment of the prisoners of war, first adopted in 1929, last revision in 1949. The fourth Geneva Convention relative to the protection of the civilian persons in the time of war, first adopted in 1949, based on parts of the Hague Conventions. Number 2 of the 1899 and the Hague Conventions IV 1907, with two Geneva Conventions revised and adopted, and the second and the fourth added in 1949. The whole set is referred to as the Geneva Convention of 1949, or simply the Geneva Conventions. Usually only Geneva Convention of the 1949 are referred to as the first, second, third of the fourth Geneva Convention. The treaties of 1949 were ratified in whole of with reservation and by 1996 by 196 countries. Protocols. The 1949 conventions have been modified with 3 amendment protocols. Protocol 1977 relating to the protection of the victims of international armed conflicts. Protocol 1967 relating to the protection of the victims on non-international armed conflicts. Protocol 3 2005 relating to the adoption of an additional distinctive emblem. Application. The Geneva Convention applied time of war and armed conflict to government who had reflected its terms. The details of the application are spelled out in the Common Articles 2 and 3. Common Articles 2 relating in the international armed conflict. This article states that Geneva Convention applied to all cases of the international conflict. The convention applied to all cases of the declared war between signatory nations. This is the original sense of the applicability which predated the 1949 version. Grave breaches. Not all violations of the treaty equally the most serious crimes for the termed grave breaches and provide a legal definition of the word. The crime grave breaches of the third and the fourth Geneva Convention include the following acts if committed against a person protected by the conventions. Willful killing, torture on the inhumane treatment including biological experiments, willfully causing great suffering, or serious injury to body or health. Compelling a protected person served in the armed forces of the hostile power, willfully depriving a protected person of the right to a fair trial if accused of the war crime. Also considered the grave breaches of the Fourth Geneva Convention are the following: taking of the hostages, extensive destruction and the appropriation of the property not justified by military necessity and carried out unlawfully and wantonly. Unlawful deportation, the transfer or the conflicting nation who are party to these treaties must enact and enforce legislation and the penalizing any of these crimes. Nations are also obligated to search for persons alleged to commit these crimes, or persons having ordered them to be committed, and bring them to trial regardless of their nationality and regardless of the place where the crimes took place. The principles of the universal jurisdiction also applies to the enforcement of the grave breaches when the United Nations Security Council asserts its authority and jurisdiction from the UN character to apply universal jurisdiction to UNCSC did this when they established the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda and the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia to investigate and or prosecute alleged violation. Legacy. Although warfare has changed dramatically since the Geneva Convention of 1949, they are still considered the common cognizant of the contaminated international humanitarian law. They protected combatants who find themselves harsh, decapitated, and they protect civilians caught up in the zone war. The treaties came into play for all recent international armed conflicts, including the war in Afghanistan, the 2003 invasion of the Iraq, the invasion of the Chechnya 1994, the presence, and the 2008 war in Georgia. The Geneva Convention also protects those affected by non-international armed conflicts such as the Syrian civil war. The lines between combatants and the civilians have blurred when the actors are not exclusively high contacting parties. HCP since the fall of the Soviet Union, and HCP often is the faced with the non-state actor, as argued by General Wesley Clark in 2007. Examples of the such conflict include the Sri Lanka Civil War, the Sudan Civil War, and the Colombian armed conflict, as well as most military engagement of the US since 2000. Some scholars hold that common Article 3 deals with these situations supplemented by protocols. Number 2, 1977.